Are you in search of a nice, moist scone? Me too. So today we're going to show you how to make a nice cranberry scone. This is Bright Future Baking, and we're going to alter some recipes. You could use whatever recipes you want to use, but I've altered some that I think will work out really well. And what we're going to do is we're going to be using buttermilk and also some Greek yogurt. So a combination to make that a nice moist. And now the cranberries, you can go ahead and get these around fall. I always get actually many of the bags. Put them in a container and stick them in the freezer so they'll have them whenever I need them, and I can have them year round. Or they do have some frozen cranberries that you can buy in the frozen food section at your grocery store. I think there's a Cape Cod version, so and those are really good too. So that's what we're going to be using today. So let me go ahead and tell you what we're going to need. We're going to need 2 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, just a pinch of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/2 cup of butter softened, 1/3 cup of buttermilk, a 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and a 1.5 cups of cranberries. We're also going to be using some crystal sugar on the outside for some, well, cranberries are kind of have a little bit of a tang to them, so that will help with a tangy sweet combination there. Okay, so you're going to want to mix the dry ingredients first together, and then you're going to go ahead and mix the wet ingredients, eggs, vanilla, with the sugar, cream it all together. And then you're going to mix them together, put them in a bowl, and put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. And so once you do that, you're going to go ahead and take it out of the bowl, and you're just going to go ahead and flatten this a little bit with your hands and work it a little bit. Okay. Now, I love using cranberries in a lot of things, actually. I really love cranberries. But if you don't necessarily like cranberries, you can use other fruits with this too. So it all depends upon what you want to do. So we're just going to make it into a circle like that. As close as we can get to a circle. There we go. Now, you can put flour on your hands, or you could spray like a little bit of Pam so your hands don't stick to the dough. Now we're going to go ahead and get a knife, and we're going to go ahead and cut that. All right, always be careful when you're using a knife, and you just cut right through that. And then we're going to go ahead and turn it, and we're going to do 8 pieces all together. And then almost there. Now the reason why you want to do it in the pieces like this, rather than just putting it in an 8-inch pie pan, is because that way it has a nice crust to it all the way around it. All right, and once we have that all cut, we're going to take our buttermilk. We have some extra buttermilk here, so this is not counting what we already put in there, and just brush it all over like that. And this will make the crust a nice golden color. So you want to just put that all the way around there. And then if you need to, you could always add more, or you can add less, all depends upon how golden brown you'd like this. And it also helps bring in moisture to it too. So once that's on, we're going to go ahead and take our crystal sugar. Like I said, cranberries are a little tangy, so and just sprinkle that right on top. Now the amount of crystal sugar is dependent upon you. It gives it a little bit of sweetness to it, but it also gives it a little bit of a sparkle. So let's go ahead and put that in the oven. All right, when they come out of the oven, they look something like this. You want to bake it at 385 for anywhere from 15 to 18 minutes. Make sure that when you put it in the oven, you put it on the top rack and you put another rack underneath it, because sometimes, when you do that, it can get a little dark otherwise, depending upon your oven. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I sure hope you get a chance to try this. If you like this, subscribe, and let's make the world a better place.